Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis, and this is Kaon Reviews. Now, as you saw in the intro, today's review video is going to focus on Transformers Legacy, Evolution, Armada Universe, Megatron. And wow, the artwork on this box is really awesome. I'm really liking it. Though I do have to apologize for the condition of the box. The box basically came like this. I picked this one up at my local Walmart. And it could have been better. I didn't find any others. This was the only one, so I had to go ahead and just snag it. But you can see the close-up of the face, the vehicle mode right there, the artwork on this end, and here you have the product shots, and wow. Now he does have that Evo Fusion, which I wouldn't call it a fusion all that much, if at all. I mean, it's the same gimmick that the actual Armada Megatron had in his original toy. You know, the turret just turns around to the front of his chest, and you see the barrel and the missile launchers there. So now, granted, and I know a lot of other reviewers have stated this, I really wish that they had his Minicon with this, you know, Leader 1. That was an awesome thing. Now, granted, a long time ago, I had done one of my usual purges, and this particular figure, well, not this one, but, you know, his original figure wound up going bye-bye, so I no longer had it. Though getting this one, I may try and see if I can find one, because the one I had was pretty awesome. It wasn't the Hasbro, this was Takara, and it had voice features, and holy cow, it was awesome. But there you have it right there and then. And let's go ahead and take one final look at the box. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get him out of his box. All right, now as you see in front of you, this figure had already come in vehicle mode already. And holy cow, man. I mean, you definitely gotta check this out. I mean, this is so much like the original Armada figure. I mean, look at all that detail. On the top, on the sides. Now, the original one had the launchable missiles. The main tank turret was able to go in and out. That was awesome. A lot of panels were able to open up on the sides. I mean, good God, this is like a mini version of the original Armada figure. I mean, that is so flipping cool. Look at that. And he rolls. And of course, the turret does go up. The turret does go. I wanted to say this can go 360, but I think it can only go 180 on either side. So you can't really turn this all the way around. Though I do recall someone had did a video where they went ahead and doctored it up and everything. And well, not doctored it up. They went ahead, took it apart, cut off a piece, and it was able to turn 360, which is cool. I don't mind this though. I mean, this is pretty cool. I really like this. And like I said, this is a really well done figure. For as many times as I have, you know, oftentimes have yeah, I think there was something here in this area that prevents it from going 360. So, but nonetheless, it's really cool. I'm liking it. So, yeah, very, very nice. So, let me go ahead and get this prepared for transformation. All right, thank you for your patience and waiting. Now, one of the first things we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and detach the legs. Now, they are attached by this little tab here into this side port here, as you can tell. And at this point, we are just going to go ahead and pull. Now, I'm going to zoom out just a bit so you all can be able to see. Now, once this leg is done, we're going to go ahead and take his foot out. Ugh, kind of tight on mine. But hey, I ain't complaining. Now, we're going to do the same thing on this side. Oh, and that panel here will snap into this side here. There you go. So we're going to do the same on this side. Put that side panel down, take the heel spur out, pull the toes out, and we are going to twist the waist. And there you go, right there. Now, we are now going to go ahead and pull these side panels out. We're going to take this and snap that here. So this black piece, for those that didn't see it, will snap down, and there we go. Now, and let me just pull this up like so. All right. So this gray panel here, we're going to pull that open, and we are going to go ahead and just try and take this out. Damn spot. Oop. One of the horns came off of his head. And we're going to take his hands out, like so. And after that, we just put this panel there. And, oh yeah, we need to just put that arm down like that. So for those that didn't see it the first time, oh, let's put that horn back in there. Oh, excuse me, sorry. All right. So, like before, I'm going to take the arm out and pull that out there. There we go. Pull that arm out like so. We're going to take the hand and twist that around. Now, because the shoulder's on a rocker hinge, we're just going to go ahead and just snap that in. Pull that arm down and put that like so. And there we go. So far, so good. Now, the only other thing we need to do is open up the chest, take this piece and flip it down like so, and then just snap that back in there. And let's just tilt that down just a bit. And at this point, we just Oh yeah. Ooh, this thing is tight. There we go. Twist that around. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. All right, and yes, there he is, right there. And I have to say, I am very, very impressed with the way this figure came out. I mean, take a look at that awesome looking head sculpt. I mean, holy cow. Wow, man, I love the expression he's got on there too. Very nice. Now, for those that saw me earlier when I was transforming him, I was pulling down on this little section here, and that's because in the original Armada figure, that little faceplate that you saw, you were able to slide that up and down with that little tab there. But in this case, what they did was they allowed you to open it up, as you saw, and look at that interior paneling on him. That is, wow. And then you just put that, and then this is when he's in his vehicle mode. But this shows you that I indeed did have the original Armada figure. And holy cow, that is really awesome looking. And as you can tell, I mean, look at the detail, the treads on his on the tank, or at least the pieces of the tank. The details of his chest, his abdomen, his crotch, his legs, his freaking calves and feet, even his hands. His hand, this left hand, had a gimmick where when you open up the fist, a blade pops out. That was really awesome. It's a shame they did not do that this time, but I understand the reason why. But wow. And then, of course, this, his hands do rotate, as you can see. And wow. And one thing that I did notice, and you may have seen it, look at that interior design there. So it's not like way open, empty space. You do have that on there. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to start off with the head rotation. And I'm assuming that is on a ball joint, because he can look up. As you saw, he does have 360 range of motion, and he can look up a little bit. Now, in this case, unfortunately, his arms are not able to go 360. They're on a type of hinge here, so it can go up, go out like so. He does have a bicep rotation. His arm can go about 90 degrees. Now, the thing about it is that this piece does not rotate. And, of course, it does tilt. So, I have heard other reviewers, say why Hasbro didn't just put like a type of peg joint on there to keep that locked into place. But that's not too bad. And he does have waist rotation here. And let's go ahead and zoom out just a bit. Oops, sorry. All right. So he does have waist rotation. He does can kick out, and he can do a kung fu kick. Yes. So, get that David K voice. He can kick out. He does have a soft ratchet. He can kick back. He's got a little bit harder ratchet at the knees and can bend around 90 degrees. He does have an ankle tilt for those really extreme wide angle poses. So there he is. So not bad. Then of course one other thing, and we can be able to rotate Ooh, this thing is tight. There we go. So we can be able to have like a Cybertronian rock band here. There we go. Very nice. You know what? Let me lower this down just a bit so y'all can see. Oh yeah, there he is. And then of course, you know, we can, you know, pull the barrel out and he is able to just, you know, just be able to just fire away with his cannon. Yeah, I'm liking this. I really am. I really can't say. I mean, other than the lack of him having his mini-con, I think I can survive. That's not a big deal. I mean, it'd be nice if he had it. It'd be really cool, really. But all in all, it's not a bad look. Excuse me, it's not a bad looking figure. So, all right. So let me go ahead and get him back the way he was, and I'll come back with my final thoughts as well as my score. Let's reintroduce the mighty Armada Megatron. And I have to say, I am very pleased with this, and I'm really looking forward to the Armada Optimus Prime on this one. I mean, this is, wow. I mean, let's face it. For those of us collectors, it's all about reliving the good old days when we were kids, or still a kid at heart, and seeing the show on TV and whatnot, having the original figures and stuff like that. I mean, wow. And I have to say, I'm very, very impressed with how this figure turned out. He is phenomenal. Now, I do know that that Fans Hobbies had their own variation, which from what I saw, wow. I mean, it looks phenomenal. But this was more in line with my price range. So, but you know what? You know, I salute those that had the disposable income to actually be able to afford, you know, the Fans Hobbies version. So, but again, I'm very impressed with this. Again, there were some issues that had been brought up previously, and that was these shoulder pylons. Basically, there was no type of port or post to connect it, to keep it in place while these arms moved. Though I have to say, mine's is very tight, so that is a good thing. So I know that it's going to hold for a very long time. But nonetheless, the fact that, or I should say, the fact that, his Minicon Leader 1 is not part of this, that was a little bit of a disappointment, but not by much, really. I mean, I really like this figure nonetheless. So, on a scale of 1 through 10, I'm going to go ahead and give him a 10. I mean, he is that good in my opinion. Despite the fact of this, his shoulder pylons not connecting and some tightness in the joints, I mean, I can live with it. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's not like, I'm 10 or 12 years old and I'm going out to the playground with these and playing with them. They're going to be part of a collection that's going to be, on occasion, taken off the shelf just to clean off the dust. But other than that, that's my take on the figure. I want to hear from you. Were you able to find this particular figure? Now, as I stated earlier, I wind up finding him at my local Walmart, and I think it was the only one there, because I did try to find another one with a much more better box that didn't look like someone played kickball with it. But nonetheless, I mean, I like what I'm seeing. Now, I think, is he lacking in accessories? In a way, yes. I think the only thing that was separate was the end of his tank turret right here. And oh, yes. There was a type of Evo Fusion thing going where you can... where'd you go? There. Oh, let me turn this around. There we go. So you take this portion, you take this barrel, and you have Mega Shockwave. Because that is what it reminds me of. Shockwave right there. So, yeah. Will I do that on occasion? Probably not. That's the only time I ever will do it. And that, what I showed earlier with his tank turret in front of him, they called it an Evo Fusion. Yeah, I'll show you. Just so y'all won't think I'm lying. Right there. They call that the Evo Fusion. Yeah, no, that's just something he had done originally. So, there he is. And like I said, he is awesome. Now, if there is a third-party set, because I know at one point in the series he did obtain, 3 mini-cons that formed the Star Saber. So there is, if I can find an original Star Saber, I'll probably have him holding it. Or if there's a third party that has it. Now, I think it was Hot Shot that had a Star Saber. I'm not planning on picking him up. I really didn't care for the character, my opinion. Hell, even Armada Starscream, I don't know either. I'm kind of on the fence on that too. But nonetheless, I really like this figure. I liked how he came out. I liked, how close to the original he really was. So, if I ever wind up finding a Takara Tomy version of this, I will do a throwback video on this. But once again, before I wound up straying off track again, were you able to find this? And if you did you like them? Did you hate them? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click onto the bell icon so you can be notified when I post up new videos. Once again, I want to thank you all for watching my videos, for liking them, for even making the occasional comment. I really appreciate it. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.